welcome to Horner Sunday Kitchen. Notice the view. I got my tripod back. Everything's good in the world. We're gonna make some cheese butters. I saw these on TikTok and I'll reference it in the description below. These things look wonderful. I gotta try them. You need some Monterey Jack cheese. I got some with some hatch peppers in them. I got some Parmesan cheese, some ricotta, and some cheddar cheese. You gotta have 6 eggs and a cup and a half of flour. Of course, I'm gonna take them up a little notch, about half of them. You know, once I fry about half of them, I'm gonna add some bacon, some ranch powder, and maybe a little bit of heat to them to make them, you know, just pop a little bit. So you're not gonna wanna miss this episode. This is gonna be a good one. Everybody can do this, and all we're gonna do is deep fry it. So this is definitely Southern, right? We'll see you in a minute. First things first, we're gonna add 8 ounces of cheddar cheese, which is a good heaping cupful because it is shredded. So you might add a little bit of extra there. All right, so 8 ounces of that, and then 8 ounces of Parmesan cheese, 8 ounces of Parmesan cheese, 8 ounces of Monterey Jack cheese. All right, so this has got a lot of cheese in it, okay? I already measured out a cup and a half of flour. So you're gonna put a cup and a half of flour in there. My grandkids are out there swimming right now. They are having the time of their life. So, and then we need 6 eggs, okay? So you can crack 6 eggs in here. So there we go, 6 eggs. Don't drop the eggshell in there. You don't wanna do that. There you go. 6 eggs in there. And you're gonna blend them up. Okay, you're gonna add the salt and pepper, some garlic. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic, and I'd say probably about a half a teaspoon. Some pepper in there, probably about another half a teaspoon, and some salt. I would probably add about a teaspoon of salt. All right, then we need some 8 ounces of ricotta cheese in here. So, and I have not opened this yet, so I didn't think it would be that difficult, but apparently it is. This is a 15-ounce thing of ricotta cheese. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut what I think is about 6 ounces. About 6 ounces of that. I think that looks like about 6 ounces of it. Right there. I've never worked with ricotta cheese except for lasagna, so you gotta give me a little bit of credit there. All right, so then you just mix it up, and then you're gonna refrigerate this for an hour once it becomes a dough, okay? Once you get into a dough, you're gonna refrigerate it for an hour. Oh yeah, it's coming together. And the guy used his hands on the TikTok, so I thought I could too, all right? I washed them. Sometime. Pretty sure I did. I'm just kidding. I washed them. All right, so you're gonna just get them going here, and then we're gonna refrigerate it for an hour once it becomes a dough. And then we're gonna roll them into balls, and they are going to be deep fried. Oh, and so yummy. They looked so good on the TikTok. All right, there we go. There we go. And we will be back in an hour to fry them up. All right, here we are. It's been in the fridge almost an hour. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some balls out of this, about the size of a golf ball is what you want to do. Then just make them as round as possible. Roll them in your hand, and then there's the ball right there. And I'm just going to stack them on some parchment paper on a sheet pan. That way I can roll them pretty much universally. You know, you want to make them as close to the same size as possible, so that way it cooks evenly. That's very important, very, very important. So that might be a little bit on the bigger side. I might have to add a little bit to some. or subtract a little bit from some. So there we go. There's the 3 of them. I'm gonna have to add a little bit to this one. Thinking about the same size. So it's not a big deal making that big. If you have a ice cream scoop, you can make them an ice cream scoop if you have that size. That would be perfect. So I'm not gonna make you watch all these. I'm gonna speed it up for you. All right, this is where I've made eight balls so far, and I'm going to add some bacon bits to the rest, and I'm also going to put a little bit of ranch powder in there. You add a little bit more flavor, and I'm going to add some spice to it. A little bit of spice to it. Make it a little bit spicy, not much though. And then you just stir it up, just like you did before. All right, get a spoon, stir it up, make it all together. All right, make sure it's all incorporated. You don't want one big bite of spice, right? So that would not be good. So just stir it up as much as you can, a little bit there. All right, then commence to making the golf ball size balls again. Keep those separated because they do have some heat. All right, you're gonna add whatever you want. This is just the canvas. All right, so I just got back from Washington State. I was up there visiting family and friends, and I was in Coeur d'Alene, well, close enough to Coeur d'Alene, just over the Washington-Idaho border. At Exit 1, I was there with Jim and Mandy and Troy. They took me out to the old European restaurant. We had Able Skeevers. So I'm gonna make that in a couple weeks, maybe next week, I don't know. But they were wonderful. If you have never seen Able Skeevers, oh, you're missing out. I had never seen them before, never had them before, never heard of them before, but they were awesome. So anybody like breakfast pancakes and sausage? I love Able Skeevers. You want to stay tuned for that one. Definitely want to stay tuned for that one. That's going to be a good one. A good dessert breakfast kind of thing. It's going to be awesome. And Jim gave me some some huckleberry barbecue sauce I'll be using here in a couple of episodes too. So that's going to be fun. All right, we're going to fry these up, and I'll see you in a minute. All right, time to fry up these balls. I'm gonna put 3 of them at a time, and I'm not gonna put the hot ones in until last, okay? That's a key marriage tip there. You do not wanna, if your wife does not like the hot balls, you don't wanna put those in first because they will taint the oil. So just separate them a little bit. Those balls separated in there, and about 3 or 4 minutes on each ball, and it should be good to go. So it should brown up really nice. They will stick to your hands, stick to the parchment paper, but that's fine, not too much. Just make sure they can move around in there a little bit, and they will. They'll go to the bottom, they'll sink to the bottom, but they'll be fine. I'm going to turn them here in a minute, and we'll be good to go. But I'm going to put you on speed up till then, all right? And then we'll be back for the other ones. All right, so this is what they look like coming out of the deep fryer. We've got fryer right here. Look at those. Oh, those look wonderful. Oh, yeah. Put them right there. The only thing I can say is be a little careful when you first put them in there because they will stick kind of to the bottom because they sink down. But other than that, those turned out perfect. Wow. Just drop them in there. Separate them a little bit as much as you can. and repeat. That's it. All right. Get them separated right off the bat there. And let them go. All right, that is cheese though, so it will burn a little bit on the bottom, but it's fine. Let them go. Let them go. Let them cook. All right, we'll be back for the tasting. All right, I'm still frying up the other ones, but I want to show you what it looks like when you break it open right out of the deep fryer. Look at this. Look at that. You dip that in some of your pizza sauce, your favorite pizza sauce. Oh my goodness, or your favorite dipping sauce, and that's awesome. So we'll be back for the tasting. All right, time for the tasting. But first, a couple shout outs. All right, we were up in Idaho, me and my wife, and we saw Mandy and Troy. We stopped by Idaho, just right over the Idaho border. Mandy and Troy and Jim. Jim's the dad. Jim's Mandy's dad. And they were just amazing. They really were. So next week, I think, next week or the next week, we're gonna make Abel Skeevers. If you've never had Abel Skeevers, we had it at the old European restaurant up there. You're gonna love it. You're gonna be here for that tasting. Because that is it's a round like this pancake with sausage in it and cheese. And you dip it in, oh, you wait. Abel Skeevers. They're a game changer. They're a game changer.
That
So
sounds amazing.
it is amazing. So me and Wyatt are here. We're gonna do that tasting, and I've already showed you how it looks when it breaks open. This is the bacon one here. Look at this. Look at this is the bacon one. Oh, and I put a little spice in there. It was a little spicy, I guess, for Alex, my daughter, but she has no tolerance at all.
She has some.
None.
She always gets sensitive with spice.
She is very sensitive.
Like,
a very
even-
sensitive person.
Even the little
Just for the
mild,
spice, though.
The little even mild, she gets.
Yeah, it's
Like
weird.
it's super duper hot.
But Wyatt's trying the cheese one. Go ahead and let's give these a shot in some pizza sauce. You can do your best dipping sauce or whatever you like to dip it in. I'm just gonna try this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
It like tastes like garlic bread.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
it's like a cheesy bread. This one's got bacon. How's yours?
This is amazing.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna make some more.
Yep. Definitely.
I gotta make some more
Yeah.
because these are something you could air fry. You can put them in the fridge and then air fry them to get them hot again. These are a great thing for that.
This
Oh
is
my
so
goodness,
good.
these are. I know I say it a lot. You got to make this though.
Have to.
Really. Oh my.
Oh my
These are
God.
gonna be a favorite. All right, and again, we'll reference that TikTok video in the description because man, these are a game changer. These are good. I put a little spice in mine. It might be a little bit too much spice for some people, but not for me. And then Sam ate it, so it can't be too bad because he's a little sensitive too. So all right, so until next time.
I'm Hornets in the Kitchen. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the little bell button by the subscribe button. Right here.
Is it over there or over there?
Right here.
It's right there.
Yeah,
right there.
right here.
That
Right here.
one.
And we'll see you next time on Horner's Sunday Kitchen.
All right. Till next time. Miss you already. Bye.